Tristan. I'm doing this video for you, and hopefully it will help other people too who have the same questions. And let's go over to your question here on the Discord. And thanks for evaluating it and considering it. So it says question one. I subscribe to signals which provide 2 to 3 trades a day, which I use HAAS bot to manually buy. Example below. These trades remain open. My trading account for 2 to 3 weeks until they reach their target. The trade may go down 3%. On the day 1, 5% day 4, down 2% day 6, 80% do normally reach their targets. And 80% of the time they reach their targets, and I normally take some profits at target 2. Using HAAS, how can I better manage the life of these trades to capture all the gains during the ups and downs? How can I automate rolling out? So to answer that, we kind of go with a different approach with this. We kind of just use the Mad Hatter settings, and the Mad Hatter setting based on the Bollinger Bands, RSI, and the MACD. We will then have signals that HAAS Online does. Let me log in real quick. Let me pause the video. All right, so this is what we do. You look at our dashboard as it comes in. This is the top most profitable bots, but what we do is we look at the sim bots. We'll kind of auto tune the settings, and there's an algorithm that kind of auto tunes them. And then when we create a dashboard for all the simulated wallets, we can see at a glance which ones are doing well, and the ones that are doing well we would then clone into a live wallet. So in the background we will track, maybe I think at this point I'm doing only about 20 bots, just to kind of reduce things in, so I can troubleshoot things a little better. At the moment, on the live trading part, you can probably do it manually to stay profitable, but when you go and automate it fully here, it does drag the portfolio down because it's constantly looking for new profitable bots. And in the meantime, while it does that, it costs fees and losses in order to find the winning ones. And once it finds something, then we'll keep it. So, but when it starts taking losses, we'll then do a trailing stop loss, and then get it out, delete the bot, and then start the process all over again. Okay. We'll also add a limitation so that when it has find a total of 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And once it finds 10 live T-bots at over, and I think I set 5% for this, then it'll stop looking for new bots, so that it'll kind of, take advantage of the bots that are winning. Okay. Now, this isn't one that is running right now. This is just me logging in. When you look at the server where it's doing the live sim, it's constantly checking all the bots repeatedly over and over and over. Let me see if I can go and log in and show you that too. Alright, so this is it in action, where it'll go through every single sim bot that's forward tested, and it'll look at it, analyze it, and if it finds one that is doing well with profits increasing, it'll then clone onto a live bot. So there you go, it checks. It looks like there's some profit. If it sees another profit here, it'll then go in and clone to a live bot. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch back over now. And as far as like 2 buys, I'm kind of noticing this on HAAS. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm kind of reported to HAAS, but I don't know what's going on. So I'm not sure why it's doing that, or whether it be partial orders or not, but we do have something that handles partial orders. If it's in profit, you can set it and add a trailing stop loss when it is in profit to lock it in. Okay. So that's kind of what it does. Okay. Alright, so minimize that. There you go. So the strategy is a little different. It's more like quantity, and like if I use the numbers analogy with the sales agent. If the real estate agent knocks on 100 doors and does it repeatedly, out of that 100 you'll probably get a sale. And so what we do, we monitor all the coins and watch which bots are actually performing, and the ones that are performing, then we'll actually clone to a live wallet, and then we'll monitor that. If that market starts to turn on those settings and it becomes unprofitable, then we'll turn it off. Okay. All right. So next question. Hopefully that helps. Question 2. Collected useful information. Friends of Irony collected useful information, configuration files, or API drivers that can be shared with members. Configuration database. That is in the works, I'd say. It's in the plan because it's called this wolf pack tuning, where we kind of work as a pack. And once we find a winner, we can share on a common database and then push it out to all the FOI auto tuner users, and so that we can all kind of gang up and say, hey, we got a winner here, ding ding ding, and then all alerts all the other wolves, and we'll go ahead and use those same settings, and then put our buy orders and sell when we need to sell. Okay, so it's pretty much automated in that sense. But at this moment, we're shifting to a web version where you don't need to download any software anymore, and it uses API calls to control the HAAS server that you have using the secret key that you guys set up in the local API. So as of this point, I'm not working too much on the FOI tuner itself. It's where it is right now, but it could be improved more in terms of performance and speed on the tuning part because of the API performance that it has. So we're focusing a lot more time on that part, and whenever you get in, you get grandfathered into that web server version. I think the first SIM tuning part, the one-click solution, should be done by the end of the month of November, and then the live stuff should be done maybe the month after that. Okay, and then we're gonna add some other cool things on visualization, and kind of be able to give you the Subway analogy, where the FOI tuner is like the Subway sandwich. It's kind of my strategy on how I think it should go, but if it breaks or whatever, something changes on HAAS or some kind of updates, I have to go back and fix it. So, and also if my strategy works, great. If it doesn't work, well, you might want to tweak and add or take away from that sandwich. So we're in a sense going to provide you with ingredients, and then you could either kind of take away from my current sandwich, or you could build your own sandwich from scratch to automate the whole process as you grow and learn and find different strategies. And so that way you'll be able to kind of see when to apply the stop loss. Do you want to have a bearish bias to it so that you will take profit when you make profit, or do you want to do a stop loss and kind of like see how much higher you can go on a bullish market kind of thing? Okay. Hopefully that's helped answer some of your questions. If you have any more, just let me know. You respond with the video too, or just type it in and I'll create another one for you. Okay. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you later.